In today's world, financial literacy is more important than ever, yet many crucial money lessons are still left out of traditional school curricula. Students graduate with a wealth of academic knowledge, but are often unprepared for the practical financial realities of adult life. This gap in education leaves young adults struggling to manage their money, make informed financial decisions, and build long-term wealth. Key concepts such as managing personal finances, understanding how debt and taxes work, and leveraging financial tools to secure their future are often overlooked. Without these critical lessons, many people make costly mistakes that can affect them for years, if not decades. By highlighting these overlooked areas, we can better prepare individuals to navigate the complexities of the financial world and achieve financial stability and independence in their lives. How to budget properly. Budgeting is a fundamental life skill, yet schools rarely cover it in detail. While basic arithmetic is taught, students aren't instructed on how to create a budget, prioritize expenses, or balance savings against spending. This omission stems from the traditional focus on academic subjects, with life skills often overlooked. In an era of student loans and credit cards, failing to budget can lead to overwhelming debt. Budgeting should be taught as a tool for financial stability and stress reduction. Without learning this skill early, many enter adulthood unsure of how to manage their income, which often leads to living paycheck to paycheck. Proper budgeting would enable students to allocate funds towards short-term needs, long-term goals, and emergency savings, fostering better financial health throughout life. But schools largely ignore its practical significance. Understanding compound interest. Schools teach basic math and algebra, but the power of compound interest is often glossed over. This financial principle plays a critical role in both saving and borrowing, as it amplifies the effects of time on both investments and debt. Early exposure to compound interest would teach students the value of starting to save or invest as soon as possible, allowing their money to grow exponentially. On the flip side, not understanding it leads many into the trap of high-interest loans or credit card debt that snowballs over time. Schools likely skip over compound interest because it involves both financial literacy and long-term thinking, topics that aren't prioritized in traditional curricula. However, without learning how it works, students miss out on opportunities to maximize wealth-building strategies or avoid costly debt traps. The importance of credit scores. Credit scores are critical for accessing loans, renting apartments, and even securing jobs, yet they are rarely explained in school. Credit is often treated as an adult issue, something for the future, but the truth is that it affects young adults as soon as they take out their first loan or credit card. Schools emphasize academic achievement and career readiness, but overlook the practical financial skills needed to succeed post-graduation. Not understanding how credit scores are calculated or how they affect one's financial options can lead to poor decisions early on, like maxing out credit cards or defaulting on loans. These mistakes can cause long-term financial damage that takes years to repair. Learning about credit in school would provide students with a roadmap for building and maintaining good credit from a young age. Understanding taxes. One of the most glaring omissions in school curricula is the failure to teach students how taxes work. Despite the fact that paying taxes is a lifelong responsibility, schools rarely cover topics such as income tax, property tax, or how tax brackets function. Most young adults enter the workforce without any understanding of how their paycheck is affected by taxes, how to file a tax return, or what deductions and credits they may be eligible for. Schools often avoid the subject due to its complexity and ever-changing nature, leaving students unprepared to handle this essential part of adulthood. Understanding taxes is critical because it directly impacts income, savings, and even investing strategies. Without this knowledge, young adults may struggle to maximize their earnings or take advantage of tax-saving opportunities, leading to financial stress or missed opportunities. How to build wealth through investing. Schools rarely teach students about investing as a means to build wealth. Instead, the focus is often on saving money in low-interest savings accounts, which fails to demonstrate the true power of growing wealth through investments. The omission likely occurs because investing is seen as complex or risky, and schools may not feel equipped to teach the intricacies of stock markets, real estate, or other investment vehicles. This leaves students with a gap in financial literacy, where they may only discover investing later in life, often after missing out on years of potential growth. By not understanding how investments work, students are less likely to capitalize on opportunities for financial independence. Learning to invest early would provide students with the knowledge and confidence to make informed decisions that could lead to long-term wealth accumulation. How to manage debt. Debt management is an essential skill for adulthood, yet most students enter college or their early careers with little understanding of how debt can impact their future. Schools focus on preparing students for careers but fail to teach the financial realities that accompany those careers, such as student loans, credit card debt, and mortgages. The result is that young adults often borrow money without fully understanding the long-term consequences, leading to financial hardship as they struggle to repay what they owe. Schools avoid the topic of debt management, perhaps because it's seen as an adult issue, but in reality, understanding how to manage and minimize debt should be introduced early. If students learned about interest rates, repayment strategies, and debt consolidation, they would be better prepared to make informed financial decisions, avoiding crippling debt. Understanding inflation is crucial as it directly affects everyone's financial well-being, yet it's rarely discussed in depth in schools. While economics classes may touch on inflation as a theoretical concept, they often fail to explain how it impacts everyday purchasing power, wages, and savings. The omission is likely because inflation is seen as an advanced topic, not something relevant to high school curricula. However, without understanding inflation, young people enter adulthood unprepared for the rising cost of living, leading them to undersave and overspend. This lack of knowledge can erode their financial security over time. Schools should teach students how to protect their finances against inflation through smart investing, saving strategies, and wage negotiation. With this knowledge, they could better navigate the financial landscape and preserve their purchasing power. Saving for retirement is one of the most critical financial decisions people make, yet it is rarely covered in school curricula. Retirement can seem distant and irrelevant to students, which is likely why educators don't prioritize teaching about it. However, understanding the power of long-term savings, compound interest, and retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs is crucial for building a secure future. Many people only start saving for retirement later in life, after they've lost valuable years for their investments to grow. Schools should teach the significance of starting to save early, making small contributions that can grow into substantial nest eggs over time. Without this knowledge, students miss out on the opportunity to build wealth and security for their later years, potentially facing financial hardship in retirement. Salary negotiation is an often overlooked skill that can have a profound impact on one's lifetime earnings. Schools focus on career preparation, writing resumes, interviewing, but don't teach students how to advocate for themselves financially once they secure a job. The omission likely stems from a perception that discussing money is uncomfortable or inappropriate for young students. However, failing to teach negotiation leaves many entering the workforce at a disadvantage, accepting lower salaries than they deserve or failing to negotiate raises. This can result in a significant loss of income over the course of their careers. Schools should empower students with negotiation techniques, teaching them how to research market salaries and advocate for fair compensation. With these skills, students could increase their financial security and overall career satisfaction. Schools often emphasize getting a traditional job as the primary means of earning a living, but they rarely cover the importance of creating multiple income streams. Diversifying income through side businesses, investments, or passive income strategies is crucial for financial security, yet most students are taught to rely on a single paycheck. The traditional education system prioritizes preparing students for a career rather than encouraging entrepreneurial thinking. Without understanding how to build diverse income streams, students are left vulnerable to economic downturns, layoffs, or personal financial crises. Schools should introduce the concept of financial diversification early on, teaching students how to develop skills that generate additional income. This knowledge would allow them to achieve greater financial stability and potentially lead to earlier financial independence. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.